Look, men used to go to war, and now we have to be the first one to send a text.
No, don't do this to me.
I know, I'm sorry.
Where are you going? You have nowhere else to be. Relax.
I'm tired! Of what? Life!
I would give the pain a 10. A lot of people do tell you it's not that bad and things like that, but me personally, it hurt it really, 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 really bad.
Well, that's a problem. But not my fault. I did everything I could, and you did too. Also, why are you still here?
According to some people, my standards are really high for a fat girl, which is mind-boggling to me. But if I was a skinnier girl saying what my standards are, the comments would be, yes, queen, oh, good for you for sticking up for yourself, this is material I want to see, I want to be just like you. But it's because I'm fat, I get demeanored. That I deserve the bottom of the barrel, the least you can get out of a person. That I should be lucky that people are even hitting on me. So I should be taking what I get. I don't know what world those people live in, but in my world, that is unacceptable here. I don't care two shits about what my weight is. My standards will always stay the same because I know what I deserve. And I'm sorry if you think that my weight is going to determine what I deserve. Get the fuck out of here. So if you people who think that, you could stay over there on your high horse thinking that plus size people or people who are bigger than a size fucking 4, but by the way, the average size in the US is a size 16, are out of your goddamn minds.
Stop the cap. Stop the cap right now. Stop the cap.
And here we go. I hope you're hungry for nothing.
I wish they'd go back to whatever basement they crawled out of. They wouldn't know what to do with a real girl anyway.
So this only happened like 2 days ago, so it's fresh, but I'm going to tell you guys about getting rejected on a first date in person and how I am coping with it. Having experienced this so that I can viscerally relay what it's like, I think is the silver lining, because so many people I hear from are so afraid of this happening. And look, I'm here. Everything's fine. Did I have a good cry? Was I a little bit angry and spiraling? Did I need the support of my friends over the last couple days? Yes. But did I bounce back like a fucking boss 2 days later? Yes. My confidence in myself, my confidence in my herpes status, my confidence in my worth is not shaken. What I want to clarify is what I'm so hurt and disappointed in is the person's actions. And that's something that I want you to think about if you get rejected by someone in person. There are some people who will be so courteous and do it in a kind, respectful way. And then there are people who are going to just reveal aspects of their character that would have come out to you in some other way, shape, or form. And that is why it is still a filter. I was hurt by the rejection itself because any human would be. When I disclosed, the person held back physically, shut down. I kissed them afterwards when the conversation was over just to kind of test if we were still okay, and they wouldn't return my kiss, and that hurt like a bitch. And then they worried that they were now going to get cold sores, which makes no sense, and I don't know why people think that genital herpes is contagious everywhere, but they never think that oral herpes is contagious everywhere. That physical reaction of pulling back and making it seem like I wasn't even safe to kiss or touch anymore was the most painful part. And I know that I am. So that's important to remind yourself, is this person's reaction. In the 3 years that I've had herpes, almost all of my disclosures have been so positive and successful, whether they're in person, on the phone, or through text. So I think I needed to experience a bad one. I also wanted to take things slow, and things started moving so fast that I felt kind of forced to disclose before I was ready to. And that was also a flag that I was keeping in mind. That this person was rushing and moving things along really quickly and probably looking for a hookup where I wasn't. Go to part 2 for more because I'm running out of time.
Hell no, to the no.
It sounds like she kissed him without his consent when she had herpes. I'd be pissed too. I'd file a police report. Of course, someone's going to be rude if they're exposed to an incurable STD, especially one that makes it obvious they have it, which is on the lips. She's lucky the dude didn't have a worse reaction. Also, it sounded like she wasted his time by not telling him up front in hopes to make him attached and emotionally invested in her. So it would be harder for him to reject her. So of course, he's going to be pissed that his time was wasted on her. That, plus kissing him without his consent, who knows what other kind of contact they had before this reveal. Just when you think you've heard it all from the feminists, you hear this, where a female puts a man's health in danger, then has the audacity to act like he's in the wrong for feeling some type of way. Another thing, can you ladies stop calling yourself a boss unless if you actually employ someone? These females love to give each other and themselves titles that they haven't earned, like calling themselves CEOs or queens, beautiful, brave, and the list goes on. Let's see what the comments say, and see if anyone else had a problem with her kissing someone when she had an STD. Thank you for this. I'm pretty sure I just got rejected for the first time and it was so awkward. I really like him and I cried on my way home. Just shows that women can dish it out but not take it. They have no problem trying to embarrass a man who approaches them, but when it happens to them, which is usually with kids' gloves, now it's a traumatic event. That's life, honey. Another comment. Well, he rejected, so it's his loss and you are an amazing person and it is truly his loss. How is it his loss? She's a certified 304 who brags about sleeping around. And on top of that, she'll give him warts on the lips. By loss, she means losing by addition. Sure, I swear the delusion in the West is on another level. It says more about them with the way they reacted, and you don't want that in your life. And the female in the video responded 100%. Not one of them said anything about her kissing a guy without his consent. Wow, this is crazy. Well, I hope she tries to kiss a hungry bear in the woods. It won't mind if she has an STD. Grizzle grizzle.
I can't breathe. I was on my Zoom class for psychology, and I was using the bathroom, and my mom comes in and she said, "Are you okay?" And I said that I was pooping, and then she said, "On your Zoom," and I said, "It's okay, my camera's off." And then I hear my professor say, "Charlie, could you turn off your mic?" And everyone in the class was like,
Just wait till she has to get out into the real world and has to find a job and keep that said job if she actually gets one. First, I gotta say this. As much as I want to call her a dumb bitch, also known as a female dog, I can't because YouTube is censoring the videos whenever I go balls deep on the cussing. Yet, feminist channels can say anything and YouTube will call it being empowered. Some red pill channels can't even say feminism, me too, or even use woman in the title because YouTube will shadow ban them immediately, so I'm going to spell out the insults from now on. Back to the video. What's going to happen when she graduates and checks her student loan debt and finds out it's a mortgage? Even though a lot of her classes were online, like she could have learned all of this for free on YouTube because there's actual university lectures that got published, especially from Stanford. All this for a psychology degree, and going straight into the unemployment line. Someone comments, "I couldn't imagine posting a video of me crying and then going to school the next day." Yeah, she's embarrassed by the Zoom, yet she goes online and tells millions of people about it. This goes to show women are addicted to attention. Social media is like crack to modern women, no matter how much they embarrass themselves. Top comment with 113k likes says, "You could be Elizabeth, count your blessings." I don't know what happened, but I guess Elizabeth had a similar situation but worse. And these chicks still don't learn. Do they have the memory of a goldfish? Which is like 5 seconds. Another comment. "So why are you crying then? Our generation is generally embarrassing. Dudes fart all the time and laugh it off. Have some fun in life and stop being a Karen. It's hilarious. This Karen told on herself on camera, so now everyone in the class definitely knew it was her. I swear feminists are going to make the human race extinct. Just wait till they have the nuclear launch codes.
So, do you remember when you'd be like driving along and you'd suddenly burst out into tears? Like, what the hell is wrong with me, right? And then you'd remember that it was like that time of the month, and you're like, oh, okay, this all makes sense. This is okay. Like, it'll pass in a couple of days, and it's PMS, and it's fine. And the thing is that when you're going through menopause and you randomly break out into tears in your car and you try to figure out why, there's no rhyme nor reason. There's no date that it's tied to. There's no cycle that it's tied to. And yeah, you're just crying. So good luck with that.
When life on easy mode officially ends, it is the end of the world for many. Their self-worth starts and ends from their looks. Menopause is when these females not just hit the wall, but fall off a cliff. They turn into a grandma, and I think this crying is their subconscious being let out, or finally revealing itself. Especially when they know they officially can't have kids anymore. It's a reminder that one of the most defining parts of being a woman, which is the ability to have kids, is gone. Even single moms like this one who has kids knows it's officially over. Time to go into a nursing home. That's the MGTOW reality.
Hey besties, I know you didn't ask, but I'm sure you're wondering how dating is going in 2023. Let me tell you, it's going well. It's going really well. A man that I just met, that I spent maybe 8 hours with, just asked me to buy him a tire for his vehicle. A whole ass tire. Wanted to borrow the money. If you're watching this, hi, you're blocked. Literally haven't broken bread with this human. And get a text message. Hey, I need a favor. I need money for a tire. A fucking tire, okay? That is how dating is going in 2023. It's like somebody took a shit in the dating pool, saw that they took a shit in the dating pool, and then turned around and threw up in it. That's how it's going. I may be single for the rest of my life, and look, at this rate, I'm okay with that. Because what I will never do is buy a man I just met tires. That's what I won't do, okay? I love you.
Damn, he's straight up soft Guy Erid Her. This is how you know MGTOW is winning, because kings are demanding more to date these modern women. That's what happens when this female allowed herself to be single over 30 and allowed her waistline to balloon. If she wants the princess treatment, then at least get into shape. She can't reverse time, so the clock is ticking. Tick-tock. As in, stop making TikToks and get a gym membership if you want more interest from men. Also, aren't women always demanding men to pay their bills to date them? I'm pretty sure women like her are silent about that. But now that a man demands something for his time, it's a problem. What if it was a genuine need of help? What if the guy was on his way to having a successful business? He just paid his employees with a credit card and his tire popped. She could have missed out on being with her dream man. He said he'd pay her back. It's not like the many modern women today who just outright demand you to cash app them to even talk to them. Or she decided to swipe right on Chads and matched with a Chad freeloader who probably just matched with 4s and 5s or below, just to see who will be the first one to blink and give him that soft guy era. Women do this all the time. They go on dates with guys that they're never interested in romantically, just to get free meals and attention. And there's even large corporations like OF to help them trick lonely guys into giving them money. Top comment says, they're always looking for a mama, a nurse, or a purse. That wouldn't be a problem if you Decepticons left good guys for these broke Chads and Tyrons. No one is forcing you to date men over 6 feet tall, yet somehow you keep on passing up good relationships for these D-bags and players. Another comment. I've blocked men for asking for gas money when I don't know them, but the audacity to ask for a whole tire? Like I said, weird how these same females have no smoke for these thoughts and gold diggers who demand to be flown out on vacation to date them. I bet he messaged at least 6 other women hoping he'd get enough yeses for a full set of tires. And there it is. These females are hinting the quiet part out loud. That the males who can do this are these physically gifted tall men.
When you get rejected, it almost makes you want that person more.
Yeah.
And you start to forget that there might have been reasons that you maybe were on the fence about them too. Like, sometimes when we get rejected, it's like everything bad they ever did, suddenly you don't remember it
you
anymore.
don't know.
Suddenly you're like, I want him so bad because he doesn't want me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? But you have to like remember like, okay, look, there was also this, and this that like about his personality or about like what he did that didn't really fit with me. And now I'm not focusing on that because I'm too much focusing on like what I must have done wrong.
Yeah.
But this person is clearly not even a fit for me. So,
and that's a red pill truth. When it comes to dating modern women, whoever cares less in the relationship wins. This is another reason why they chase the players so much, because they're seeking that ultimate validation of getting a man in high demand to commit to them. But like a dog chasing a car, once the dog catches up to the car, it doesn't know what to do and will look for another car to chase. Exactly like modern women. That's why they're not qualified for a relationship, because they don't know how to act in one or nor appreciate a good man. They're feral. They can't be domesticated. They'll always be addicted to the new DICK and think the grass is greener on the other side. The whole video is massive cope. It's like a broke person saying they didn't want the sports car to begin with after the dealer rejected them for having bad credit. Instead of realizing that their standards are too high for the reason why they got rejected, they try to tear the man apart so they don't have to take accountability for having those high standards or red flags. A female that looks good, like the one who's talking, is full of red flags. She has more red flags than a Chinese CCP parade, but they're usually hidden or masked by her looks. Many males will overlook the red flags to clap her cheeks, but a man with options, like a high-value man, gets opportunities with busloads of attractive women. So that beauty isn't mystifying to them because they're used to him. And now, it's like golf. The lowest score wins, and in this case, the least amount of red flags wins. And that's how dating in the West should be. I'm not saying commit, but if you decide to do something casual with these thoughts, pick the one with the least amount of problems and you'll have a better experience. Top comment says, rejection is redirection. Whatever helps these thoughts sleep at night, I guess. Rejection breeds obsession. To modern women, it's crack to them. They can't help but wonder why they were rejected because they rarely experience it. Probably the only time they're introspective. A Postwall comments, rejection that you are okay with comes from a prior history of unhealthy trauma responses. You become used to living in trauma. And that's why these Postwalls stay single, because trauma is their relationship norm. If they actually get a steady or healthy relationship, they get bored or think something is off. It's like if someone is used to being on speed and they get off, regular life gives them withdrawals. Just another reason why it's not worth trying to fix broken women.
Today I'm going to teach you how to catfish like a pro, because right now I look like how the inside of an earring back would smell. I'm embodying earring back, so we need to figure this out. First things first is hair. When you curl your hair with a wand, you want the wand to be the same thickness the whole way through. My little catfish, I've given you your gills. You're welcome.
They're not even hiding it even more. Makeup, also known as fake up, is the feminist war paint. Without it, many of these deceptive thoughts would be mid at best. And these are the same feminists that have the audacity to complain about liars and cheaters. When these smart men are just conning the con artists. Don't expect a man to tell you the truth if you're wearing spandex to hide your love handles. You lost that right for him to be honest when you're wearing a push-up bra or waist trainer under your clothes. Don't demand the man to be handsome if you wear 5 pounds of makeup like a mask. The ironic thing is that short men, who are at an extreme disadvantage in the dating market, very rarely wear lifts or shoes that make them look taller, unlike females who will wear high heels all the time, when height, or the lack of, isn't a deal breaker for most men.
I don't think a lot of women want to admit that they need men because they're like, oh, I don't need a man, I don't need a guy, I got it on my own. But there's a deep spiritual need for us to be submitted. And I think a lot of women would want to be submitted if we were offered men who knew how to lead properly.
You know what? I'm so tired of these low muscle mass, man-hating feminists crying about how women make 80 cents on the dollar. Look around you. 99% of the back-breaking, body-destroying work, hard labor done in this country is done by men. Stuff like this. See a bunch of men complaining about having to do this body-destroying work. You don't think that kind of work deserves a little more pay?
This is the most humbled I've ever felt in my life. I'm literally holding resumes, a stack of them, so that I can go in person to places and say, are you guys hiring? It's honestly a little bit embarrassing because I'm literally applying for like minimum wage jobs. and some of them are being like, we're not hiring, and it's like, what? This is not what I expected. I graduated college with 2 degrees in communications and acting. I speak 3 languages. Oh, this sucks. Like, I just want to be a TikToker if I'm being so for real with you. But I can't be delusional anymore. Like, I literally need to make money. And so, I'm just gonna keep trying.
She's one of those people who want to pretend for a living, also known as an actor. Sucks that she didn't notice that most female actors are hot. At least the ones with the major parts and have an actual career. That would have saved her a lot of time. Don't tell me about the Hippo Precious. She had one movie where all she had to do was act naturally, and now she's basically a background actor that takes up most of the frame. Not only people, including women, want to see hot and beautiful female actors, but the feminist supporting producers want to bang them on the casting couch for the auditions. Oh, yeah, you didn't know that. All these female actors in Hollywood had to sleep with old crusty men for their career. And back to the video. This is the typical female under 25. Not only does she want to be a boss lady, but worse, she's too lazy and entitled to work a real job. And I bet when they read on her resume her acting degree, they throw it in the trash. Let's read the comments. Top comment at 9,000 likes says, "Every morning, I can't wait to go back to sleep. Every Monday, I can't wait for Friday to come. For every single day and every single week for life. Crazy how life works. Gotta make the best of it though." A lot of men have to do this, so stop it with the complaining. These women love that independent life because they can sleep around until they realize that they're going to have to work till they're 64. That's if Social Security isn't bankrupt yet, because the politicians that are promising these feminist handouts are spending the tax dollars like thoughts maxing out their credit cards. It's not going to be there. Men have gone MGTOW and aren't going to get baby trapped in the West. So there isn't a population that's going to replace the tax base. Thanks, feminism. You played yourself. Another comment. Can you make a video on how come you're not making money on TikTok with such a large following? I would love to understand how that stuff works. Some chick responded, "Before my account was banned, I had 170k followers and made $55 a month. Damn, that sucks. $55 for that big following. She could have easily gotten that per hour if she married a guy with a blue-collar job. But I forgot. To her, a blue-collar man is uneducated, he doesn't have fancy degrees hanging on his wall, he doesn't wear a suit, he's not a lawyer even though most lawyers don't make 6 figures. He's just a plumber who's his own boss, who owned a house before every other doctor." A chick comments, "You done a communications degree. How are people not hiring you?" Someone responds, "Communications is not a very marketable degree." Exactly. A communications degree is a basic BITCH degree. Every thought who drinks a daily Starbucks and gets banged out at frat parties has one. It doesn't teach anything marketable. It's supposed to teach people how to communicate well with others, as if they didn't learn how to do that when they were 3. These 304s aren't graduating with the ability to make a speech like Barack Obama, Winston Churchill, or Hugo Chavez. Not saying they're equivalent to each other, just saying they can make a good speech. The most liked comment with 168,000 likes says, "Never feel embarrassed. You should feel proud that you're pushing your pride to the side and being realistic." This is massive cope. She spent 4 years of her prime getting into 6-figure debt only to find out it was a waste. No man she respects is going to bail her out with marriage. MGTOW has made men aware that women who go to college are used up already.
Rule number 1. Don't open the oven. Don't open it. This is why we keep fire extinguishers. Oh, those are masks. Oh, here it is. You should probably learn how to use one of these before this happens. Fires need oxygen. The worst thing we could do is open the door and let a big gust of oxygen go in there. So we're gonna wait and see if it goes out on its own if we just keep the door shut. She is out. The first time I set my kitchen on fire was actually a stove fire, and I freaked out and called the fire department while throwing a pan into my backyard and burning it to a crisp. We're not all calm on our first fire. But you will be now.
Damn, these so-called women suck at actually being women. I've cooked my whole adult life because women today damn sure don't want to cook. But never have I set something on fire. I don't even know how to. This TikToker is a feminist. I don't need to even tell you because it's obvious that she's dick deprived.
Is this what the feminists fought for us to go to a soul-sucking job? I just want to... No. The feminists fought so that your husband couldn't beat, rape, and lobotomize you while you cosplay Betty Draper. Nobody gives a shit if you cook or clean. But shut the fuck up.
Feminists like her are now disowning their fight for women to be in the workforce and now claiming it was to stop men from graping and lobotomizing women. You can't make this shit up. These are the same people who cheer for kids to get mutilated for the rainbow flag. Also, men weren't graping women because in the old days, they would get hanged or shot. No judge or jury. You can tell why she hates the world. Most of her posts are complaining about trad wives and how they're hurting women and promoting bad things. This proves we need more trad wife content so these modern women can learn how to actually cook. Add this HOE to the inflation proof. Back to the cooking video, someone commented, LMAO, the first time I set my kitchen on fire. Is this a common occurrence? Yeah, she said she's done this at least another time. All this education and they can't even read cooking instructions properly. 2 fireman comments. As a firefighter, thank you for using your platform for such good demonstration. You did so good. As a fireman's daughter, I am so proud. Apparently, she did a good job not burning down her house. All she needs now is a participation trophy.
I just can't life right now. Everything just gets worse. It never gets better. It doesn't get easier. No matter how fucking hard I try. Today's my daughter's birthday. I don't have money to do anything. Like at all. And I keep fucking shit up. Like I'm just so fucking stupid. I got a new computer at work. It looked exactly like the last one, so I didn't bring my charger or anything home because why would I need it? Because I have one at home. No, it's different. So now I'm gonna have to go back to the office to get the charger at some point, like when this computer runs out, and I don't have money to go back into the city. Like that's how fucked life is right now. I've been at this job for 18 years. I make over $30 an hour and I cannot take care of myself and my daughter. I'm supposed to go visit my other 2 daughters in BC in August. I don't know how I'm supposed to do that. I'm fucking spinning. I'm just so fucking mad at life right now. I can't do it. No matter how fucking hard I try, no matter how much I try to be positive, no matter all the fucking things, I can't. Reality is I need a second and third job, but like I sit here, I'm almost fucking 50 years old. I've got a kid, I've got 2 fucking dogs that are sucking me so fucking dry I can't even breathe anymore. And I have MS. I need to sleep like 10 hours a day just to even be able to function like a normal human being. So where am I supposed to fit in a second job? I just don't understand. My house is falling apart. I can't fix it. I can't afford to fix it. I don't know what to do. I can't even afford to deal with insurance. And honestly, if this place doesn't kill me financially, it's gonna kill us physically. It's full of mold. I can't do anything. I've never felt so out of control in my life. Like, I just don't understand. How hard does a person have to try to get even an inch? Like, I can get nowhere. And there's no, fucking, just wait it out. Like, there's none of that. There's no going anywhere. And look at me. The only thing I ever do in my life is for myself is my fucking lashes and my nails. And now I'm fucking... I just hate life right now. And I can't get ahead. I can't do anything. And it's my daughter's birthday and I just have to sit here like a fucking idiot. Well, I've already heard about how great her dad and his fucking girlfriend treated her on her before her birthday. They did so much for her. Like, they're so great. Well, they can go home and roll in a bed of money. Like, who am I? Nobody. I'm fucking nobody.
This woman who hit the wall several times and then got ran over by a bus is now playing life on regular hard mode. Sorry, there are no restarts or cheat codes. No man except for the crypt keeper is going to give her any relationship benefits. She can always take the bus or walk, get a free cardio workout, but these entitled broads think they're too good to live a modest life. She chose to divorce or not be a great wife or pick the wrong man or men to have kids with. Seems like she has multiple baby daddies because some of her kids are in another state. And this is a PSA to anyone. Stop having kids you cannot afford. If we didn't have welfare and government programs and simps to be stepdads, these kids from these single moms would die of starvation like what happened back in the 1800s. That's why women had a litter of kids back then, because a percentage of them would die. Let's see what people think. Top comment says, "Beautiful. I came across your page recently. I'm sorry you're going through this. Please put up an Amazon wish list and a Cash App." Damn. All a chick has to do is some waterworks and other Postwalls will simp for her. It really is easy for these women in the West. Another Postwall comments, "I'm so sorry. Is there any way we can have a group of people go over and do some work on your place? I would show up." And then someone responded, "Did she ever respond to you? Why would anyone pass up this offer if they were feeling this way? This is the second video of hers claiming desperation." Postwall responds, "That's not your concern, man." So it looks like this isn't the first time this Postwall put out an SOS on TikTok. Imagine if it was a man. Wow, many women would tell him to man up and claim he's privileged. A chick comments, "Try to get a side job like Instacart or Amazon. It sucks right now, but we have to keep pushing." A lot of people work side jobs and hustle, and if this woman in the video is always coming up short, then she needs to downgrade because she cannot afford this lifestyle. She needs to sell her car, which will give her cash reserves and she'll have less expenses like gas and insurance. Or at least give away her dogs. Those vet bills can get super expensive. But that's accountability. That's kryptonite for these modern women. Another comment, "You're doing so amazing. I'm proud of you." She's failing at life, yet chicks are still in the comments section gassing her up. No, she's not doing amazing. She's begging online. She's no different than the panhandlers on the street. Finally, a good comment. "I really don't understand your issue with your budgeting. Why don't you see an accountant on managing your budgeting? Ask the bank for an accountant." Exactly. Every adult has to balance their checkbook or at least do simple math to live. How hard can it be to look at the bank account balance and spend less? Another sensible comment. "BS. My husband and me make $15 an hour, $3,998 after taxes a month. Enough for rent, car insurance, utilities, food, one credit card for vacation, and more. And still have money left to save a little or even go out to eat once a week. This proves with a stay-at-home wife, even a $15 an hour wage can go far. If she cooks food from scratch and if they're smart about their finances. That's one of the first ladies on TikTok I've seen who was proud of her husband working hard for $15 per hour. That's over 60 hours per week. That's very admirable that she's content with the modest lifestyle she has. And I bet you she was much happier than these post-wall divorcees who take half because she has a man that loves her. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you'll get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found value in this video, hit the like and subscribe buttons, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on future uploads, drop a comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.